Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft. Today, I plan to build a bigger house. I do wish that it wasn't raining. Anyway, I feel like I waited for too long on this idea. Now that wish will become a reality. The goal of this video is to build this house, which is displayed on the screen. How hard can it be? I'd say the first step is to build a foundation for your home. Realistically, the house will fall apart if you don't have one. Just a heads up, I didn't make a blueprint for this, so I'm going to use my best judgment to make the measurements in my mind. It's already starting to look like the picture, which is a good sign, but is it the right move? I'm just going to keep going and see where this will lead me. For some reason, I'm not feeling it. Maybe it's too flat. It needs more pizzazz. If you want to have some space in your home, make sure your room is at least 4 blocks tall. 3 should be the lowest you should go. It's also important to add some lighting to your home. I prefer using glowstone and covering them with a carpet. Torches, of course, will be used today. I did skip the tutorial for some furniture and build ideas before recording. Unfortunately, the shulker box idea won't work here. Repeat step 2 and 3 if you want more floors in your home. This tutorial will only have 2 floors. The attic isn't a living space in this case, so it won't be considered a floor. Once you finish adding floors to your home, add a roof. When making your roof, use a mixture of stairs and slabs to add some nice creativity into it. This doesn't look right, and I noticed that I made a big flaw. I should have used quartz blocks rather than concrete. Oh shoot. I added quartz stairs and pillars to clean the mess that I made. The original design wasn't good enough, so I decided, on the spot, to change the dimensions a bit. This is looking promising, but the interior hasn't been done. Let's take our attention to that. Now that the room has lighting and carpet, I'm contemplating on how I should do the layout. Have any of you watched my other home videos and shorts? If you did, you already know what I'm doing. If not, I'm using logs and leaves to make bushes. I also added berry bushes to prevent mobs from coming near my window. It's a nice renewable defense if you want to take out some enemies. Do you ever admire your work at times? Sometimes when you make a good creation, it beams your heart with pride. Adding lighting outside your home is an important tip. Enemies may spawn if you don't get those dark spots. I still have the garage. Too bad you can't use cars as mounts in this mode. That's why I'm not very enthusiastic about the garage. For now, I'll make the first room the bathroom. Here are some curtains to add some privacy. I know their banners cut me some slack. Here's the toilet, or throne if you want to be formal. Here's the bathtub, the sink, and here are the towels. I can assure you that I'm literally using all of my mental abilities to make this house. This is quite an ambitious build. If you had a choice of having a window in your garage, would you do it? In this case, I would. How about the idea of renovating a village? What would you say about that? It's all coming together. The exterior is finally done. The interior is next. Let's work on a second room, the dining room. I'm thinking of making 6 chairs and a table with 6 item frames. The item frames represent plates. How about flower pots as cups? Cook rabbit, anyone? Elmer will be so proud. Next is the living room. I can't make a family room because I'm once more limited in space. This is a bigger house. I said that in a smaller home. Clearly, I'm high maintenance. If you haven't noticed already, I'm all over the place. My brain's going overtime. This is what I did while I was off camera for a brief moment. The bed looks fair at best. I feel like I unintentionally made a home for couples. That wasn't on the agenda. That happened by accident. This will be the kitchen. There's no other place left to add more rooms, but here. How about this? It's compact, but it works. Since I'm almost out of ideas, I will make the last 2 rooms as storage. Once I'm done, I'll show off my new home. Here is my new home. If you look at my original picture, would you say that I did better than the photo? I say I did. I'm content with what I have. Tired, but content. Here's a poorly made car. If there were a mod for cars, I would have put one in here. This is the dining room. If you come over, we'll be having cooked rabbit for lunch or dinner. Your choice. This is the bathroom. I'll fix that trapdoor so people can sit on it. The same goes for the bathtub. This is the living room. In real life, this is one of the calmest places in my house. This is the kitchen. The brewing stand is the closest thing to a coffee maker. The smoker and the furnace are like ovens. The 2 barrels are like a refrigerator. This is the bedroom, the pride of the home. There are 2 wardrobes, 2 chairs, a table, bookshelves, and a bed. There are also candles if couples would get into the mood. No further information. I have no idea why I thought about that. Here's the first storage room. It includes an enchanted table and more barrels. And lastly, the secret room. This is your typical attic. Webs, barrels, mannequins, shelves, chains, hanging light bulbs, and some planks lying around. Okay, minus the mannequins. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. This took me 2 days to make this whole thing. Maybe next time I could renovate a village or do a modern day home. For now, I'm spent. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.